So this week is the big vote on the Epstein file release. And you have to wonder what kind of distraction Donald Trump is going to come up with to keep the focus off of this vote. We all know that every time something is coming up against him that is bad news for Trump, bad news for his administration, bad news for MAGA, he needs a distraction. And the concerning thing about this time around with the distraction, he's going to need a big one. And he has been prepping and planning and placing troops close to Venezuela for a while now. And so now you have to wonder, is this the distraction? Is a war with Venezuela on the horizon to distract everybody from the release of the Epstein files, from the vote of the Epstein files? This would be a very big move, and it's definitely inside of Donald Trump's wheelhouse. This is something that he would do to distract us all. We know that. I mean, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about the consequences of any of his actions, just as long as he can keep people focused on something else, another little shiny object, so that they are not focused on him, not focused on the Epstein files, so that they are not focused on how bad the American economy is doing, so they are not focused on all of these ridiculous immigration raids by ICE, all of the protests against ICE. So he definitely wants to keep us distracted from what's going to happen this week with the Epstein files. It would be a very sad thing if he chooses to put our troops, our men and women in the armed forces, at risk so that he can distract the American public from the release of the Epstein files. But it's not beneath him, because we know that he will sink to new lows, and it doesn't bother him one bit. This is Grim, Get the Rant, and I'll see you all in the next video.